Throughout March, the nation is honoring women who've had major roles in American history. Catholic women have accomplished many great things that you should know more about. And to help us do just that, joining us now is Sister Maryann Lopiccolo. She is the delegate for religious in the Brooklyn Diocese. So I'm going to start, though, by putting you on the spot. Okay. Please identify just three outstanding Catholic women and what we should know about their achievements.
Well, the three that I was thinking of course, first and foremost is Elizabeth Ann Seton. I could not say anything except talk about her. Another one I thought of was Dorothy Day, another great American New York woman.
Okay.
And then Sister Thea Bowman.
All right, so let's break it down further. We're going to start first with the saint among them, which is Elizabeth Ann Seton. She was the first saint born on American soil, just to give our viewers some background. But what else should we know about her?
Well, first that she wasn't even Catholic. She was an Episcopal woman, very prominent in New York. She married and had 5 children.
Wow.
And her husband was a very well-to-do merchant with European bases. Her husband unfortunately got very ill, and they went to Italy to try to help him with the climate and be better, and unfortunately he died there. But she was housed at the time with a very devout Catholic Italian family who were compatriots of William. So while she was there, she was just so taken with the rituals of our Catholic faith. So by the time she came home to New York, she in her heart was already Catholic.
Okay. You ask yourself, how are we going to top this? But there are 3 amazing women we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Dorothy Day next, who I think is a more familiar name. She is also being considered for sainthood. Some have called her an unlikely saint, though.
Well, she too was a convert. She wasn't raised a Catholic. She was a journalist and really could be labeled as a social activist, you know, and we're talking about the early 1900s. So she was very active in the suffragist movement. So you don't put those things with Catholic saint. You know, they don't always go together. But under it all, she really was very influenced by the church's nonviolent stance and also serving people in need.
Now, the U.S. Bishops' Conference voted last November to advance the sainthood cause of your last pick, Sister Thea Bowman. Tell us about her.
She converted to Catholicism while she was in elementary school because of the sisters who taught her, the Franciscan Sisters of Perpetual Adoration. And then after schooling, she entered that community, not realizing that she was going to be the first and only Black woman in an all-white religious community. So she talks about dealing with the unconscious racism that was inherent there.
We talked about the voice that she had. She gave a very stirring speech during her 1989 address at a meeting of U.S. Catholic bishops, and I want to listen to that really quickly.
Okay.
We know that if we do stay together, if we walk and talk and work and play and stand together in Jesus' name, we'll be who we say we are, truly Catholic, and we shall overcome.
What can we learn from these women? What's the big lesson here?
I think for each one of them, they knew who they were. You know, they had a sense of their own being called, not just by God, but by society, by their upbringing, that they had a purpose in life, and that their relationship with God and allowing God's grace to lead them and move them, they did phenomenal things. You know, Elizabeth always said, I'm doing ordinary things, but she did them in an extraordinary way. And I think we could say that for the 3 women, and 3 among how many women we could honor at this time.
Well, Sister Lopiccolo, I say this with sincerity. You too are a voice that needs to be heard in our diocese, and I always appreciate when you come on and talk with me.
Thank you. I love to come.
Thank you.
Thank you.